This story is being updated live. Please hit enter to refresh regularly. 8:28 p.m. Does truth matter in this election? Johnson says I think it does, to a smattering of laughter.Asked. If they will take personal responsibility for the way this debate has unfolded, they are reminded of broken promises, Johnson, and antisemitism, Corbyn. Corbyn says antisemitism is an absolutely evil scourge on our society. 8:25 p.m. The leaders are asked how they can be trusted. Corbyn says he spends a great deal of time travelling around the country listening to people and makes decision by consensus. He says his strategy has been to recognise that regardless of how people voted on Brexit, your issues are the same. Bring people together. Johnson asks that people look at what he has said he would do and what he has delivered, either as London Mayor or as PM so far, references the extra police officers, living wage and his Brexit deal. But reminded that this is about personal integrity and individual character. 8:18 p.m. Asked if the union is worth Brexit, Corbyn says the agreement that has been struck would do precisely that. Johnson says Corbyn has done a deal with Nichola Sturgeon which would be a second referendum on the union with Scotland. Corbyn says there would be no second referendum in the early years of a Labour government. Johnson says the whole of the UK comes out entire and perfect. 8:15 p.m. Corbyn claims Johnson has had a series of secret meetings, and holds up heavily redacted documents relating to this. Johnson says it is an absolute invention. He adds, there are no circumstances whatever in which this government or any Conservative government would put the NHS on the table in any trade negotiation. Our NHS will never be for sale, and I am amazed how often this comes up. The only reason it does is because Mr. Corbyn is trying to conceal the void at the heart of his Brexit policy and is refusing to answer which side he would take. Corbyn says he has made his position very clear, which prompts some laughter. 8:13 p.m. Corbyn says Johnson has indicated that the NHS will be on the table in any trade deal, which will take 7 years to agree. Johnson says absolutely trade deal will be done by the end of 2020. Pointing to the Great New Deal that is oven ready to go. Asked if he would mint a new coin for 2020, he just smirks. But he says there is a great deal of alignment between the EU and UK, which would enable a deal to be struck. He continues to ask Corbyn to answer what he will campaign for personally. Corbyn continues to avoid the question. 8:12 p.m. Johnson says they are seeking a mandate to govern, but Corbyn is seeking a mandate to get another deal which we don't need because we've already got one. He asks what is the point of Brussels giving him a new deal. 8:10 p.m. Johnson says we don't know on which side Corbyn would campaign. Would he hamper? For more on this story, visit the news article link.